What is going on, lads? Hey guys, how's it going? The Masterbox here, and welcome to my first, my first German career mode ever. I've never done a career mode season with a German team, and I'm going to be doing one finally with Borussia Dortmund. Now, I'm sure a couple of you are wondering what's up with Southend United Road to Glory career mode. Why am I not posting one of those? And that's because, for those of you that don't know, I've been saying it a lot, so I'd be surprised if you've been following me for a while and you don't know, but I'm actually going to be breaking up my Road to Glory career mode. I'm going to be doing a season with Southend, then a season with another team in FIFA 13, then back to Southend, then back to another team, then back to Southend, back to another team. You know how it works. So that way I keep it fresh and I don't necessarily spam you guys with consistent Southend United. I might do more than one season in a row of Southend United a little later on down the track, but for now, we're doing Dortmund. So I've already put together a squad. I've already put together like a short list of transfers I want to get, a team management as well, like the actual squad. So we're only 4.5 with the squad update and the recent most downloads, blah, blah, blah. Now, let's have a look at this. Our squad... Oh, actually, I've immediately figured out something wrong with this team. And that is, I made a bit of a mistake here, guys. I actually want Blaszczykowski and... I want 2 centre defensive midfielders and 3 centre attacking midfielders. So I'll sort that out right now. I mean, I'm sure you already got a bit of a... hang on a sec. I'll fix this up and then I'll get back to what I was saying. Hang on a sec. Ah, there we go. Much better. Okay, so let's have a look at the team. We're rocking with the what am I trying to say? The 4-2-3-1 formation now, not the wide one, just a normal one. So anyway, we got Weidenfeller here. So I'll be completely honest. He's a good goalkeeper, but I would want to play this career mode like I was planning it for the future. And I've got a great keeper in mind, and I'm hoping to do. It's probably not going to happen, but a straight up swap. I might have to give it a little bit of cash and. They might not even, no, surely. They should be interested in the keeper. Because this keeper that I'm going to be trading for is actually worse in terms of overall than Weidenfeller. Or Weidenfeller. I'm going to struggle with German names, so you're going to have to forgive me. We've also got, I'm not even going to try. Like, don't ever want to try. Because I'll just embarrass myself, and I'm going to do that a fair bit. So we got him. He's going to be, he's going to be my main right back. I have no complaints with him. We've got Subotic, who's going to grow tons. He's great. We've got Mats Hummels. I'm not even going to fucking touch him at all in terms of transfers. The only thing he's going to be touching is the ball consistently, and hopefully with his head in the net. But still, we've also got Schmelzer. He's a left back, which I honestly am. How old is he? Yeah, 24. But I'm still considering transferring him out. Like maybe selling him, maybe keeping him. Who knows? But I want to bring in a new left back. We'll get to transfers in a second. We've got Sven Bender, who's an okay player. He's got some very good consistent stats, as you can... Oh, no. Oh, okay, I was wrong. You know, I'll be honest. I saw the three specialities, and I immediately thought, oh, but this guy'd be pretty good, but nope. You know, he's not that consistent. He's got a couple of not great stats, like finishing. I know he's a centre defensive midfielder, but like finishing and just a few other things, like I don't enjoy having in my team. But still, he's obviously a great defender. But still, we've also got Gundogan. He is a great player. He actually is. He's like such a fantastic player. And if I'm correct, he can play centre attacking midfield as well. So he's right down the guts of the in the corridor of the midfield. So he's a fantastic player to have. I play with him on the ball. Great 4-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. 21 years of age, so he can grow. He's just got great pace. That great pace, yeah, but he's fantastic player on the ball. He really is underrated. So much better than anyone in my opinion. I'd probably rate him at maybe 83, 84. Blaszczykowski, who's of course very fast and a good player on the ball to have, and sometimes you don't really tell his pace all too often, but he does have pace, which is great. Marco Reus, which this might actually stir some or turn some heads, I actually think is a better player than Mario Götze, and I'm not even fucking kidding you at all. And sometimes Marco Reus, even though he doesn't grow to the level that Götze does, I think I called him Götze, that Götze gets to, I still think Marco Reus, he can get to about 88, and at which point he becomes better than Messi. I seriously meant it. Like, his dribbling ability and what he can do with the ball at his feet is fantastic. And he gets fucking fast as well, which is good. But anyway, back to the man, Mario Götze, Mr. Borussia Dortmund. I don't intend on selling him. Okay, well, straight up, of course, I don't intend on selling him. But he's Mr. Borussia Dortmund. So anyway, I was going to hold on to him. He's got great stats, and of course a young talent who gets to over 90. And speaking of high potential players, we've also got Robert Lewandowski, who's 84 at the moment. Kind of a bit of a meh striker. Like, there are a couple of, obviously they're highly rated strikers, but they just don't feel great on the ball. Like, the best example I can think of would probably be Giroud. So, yeah, and Lewandowski is definitely one of those players in my honest opinion. So, still a great player that gets to like 88 or 89 if you can get lucky enough. Maybe, I've never seen him get to 90, but I wouldn't be surprised if he has. But Yeah, no, he's a good player on the ball, so I'm definitely going to be looking at getting another striker, maybe someone who can substitute with him. He's obviously the starting 11 striker, but moving on, we've also got Langrak, who's an Australian goalkeeper, so fucking bring that on. Felipe Santana, who's obviously good. Owamayela. Okay, most of these players I don't really know, but yeah, Patrick Owamayela. I'm not even going to try, but he's, of course, a right back that I've got as a bit of a substitute. If I bring in another left back, then I'm probably going to put him in the reserves and replace replace Schmelzer with that new left back and put him in the. You fucking know what I'm talking about. Perisic, he gets to what am I trying to say? He grows a fair bit as well. He can have great games. Moritz Leitner is just, I can't explain to you how amazing he is on the ball, even for such. I was going to say low rated, but he's not that low rated. I mean, he feels great on the ball. He seriously is fantastic, and he feels for 81. Sprint speed and 84 acceleration. It feels a lot quicker than that. Maybe it's his high agility, but yeah. I've also got Schreiber, I don't know, and Durham, and this is the reason why I want to get another striker pretty soon as well, because, yeah, quite low-rated strikers. I do have a few strikers out on loan, but, yeah, you know, I'll keep them on loan. I'm happy. And, of course, you got the rest of all of these guys, like a few players in my substitutes, which I might be looking at selling, like Grobsboy, not even want to try, and Kel. And this bloke here, Amini, is also yet another Australian, so bring it on. And he actually gets to about 80, but I am not really planning on playing him. Besides, it looks like a bit of a flog. I mean, look at that hair. I'm not being racist in any way towards gingers, but I'm just saying. Okay, moving on. That is it. That is absolutely it. Now, let's have a look at my shortlist. Okay, guys, we got a fair few players in my shortlist, and I can immediately tell you I don't intend on you buying all of these players. These are just players which have caught my eye and players which I would like to bring in. Now, I'm going to go in order of preference as to who I want to bring in. So, number one, a new left back. I'm looking at David Alaba right now because he's got immediately fantastic stats. He gets to about 83, 85 sometimes. So, he's a good young left back from Bayern as well. So, it'd be great to get a player from Bayern as well. So, David Alaba, we'd hopefully love to bring him. Maybe we'd get him for about, I would think, a little over 10 grand possibly. And that's a big sale, but still. Anyway, moving on. We've also got Cheek and Bengway, or whatever his name is. I think he's also a very cheap, obviously, as you can see, because he's 23 years old and 75 rated. He's only 3.6 million, but he apparently grows very, very well. It gets to about maybe 83 or 84, yet again, sort of like David Alaba, only it would probably take him a little bit more time, and the fact that he's older means that we can get him for cheaper. So I definitely would want Alaba first, definitely, but Cheek and Bengway, whatever his name is, would be second preference. So I want to get a left back first. Let's also have a look at some of the other players. I want to get a second striker as well, because even though, like I said before, Lewandowski is a little bit average on the ball, and I'm not saying he's a bad striker. I think he's a great striker, but I want someone who's like pacey and got the legs that can bring on and really turn a game like on its head in terms of like pace and just getting the ball forward later on in a game. And one of those players I think would be fantastic for that would be Ahmed Musa. Musa from Nigeria, of course, 74 rated, 19 years of age, 6.5 million. You look at those stats, I think great. He's got some okay dribbling as well, not bad finishing as well. You know, he's a really good player in my opinion for someone of his age. And okay, I'm just lying. I love his fucking pace and his agility and his jumping. He doesn't even lift, bro, like with 35 strength. But I mean, oh well, what can you do? And of course, we have got Alejandro Lassazetti. Okay, here we go. Lassazetti. Okay. Alejandro Lassazetti. He's 74 striker, 21 years old. He's actually worth more than Ahmed Musa, which I'm surprised about, considering he's 2 years older, and maybe it's the fact that he plays for OL. That's definitely got to be. The fact that he plays for Leon would probably have to be it, but still, he's okay. Again, a relatively good player with good dribbling and good finishing, and, you know, all those stats. And he's probably got a couple better. He's probably a little bit better, well-rounded as a striker than Ahmed Musa, but he's got the pace, man. So, moving on. I would definitely love to get a second striker. That's my second preference. Third preference at the moment would be this man. The third player that I'm going to try to get, of course, is Leno, or whatever his name is. Now, a lot of you people would probably be thinking, why don't you want to get to Steigen? Because, of course, there are two very young German keepers that get very, very high in this game in terms of potential. To Steigen getting to like 88, 89, 90. But, you know, I've used to Steigen, and I'm not sold on him because he takes a little too long, in my honest opinion, to get to those high stats. And, you know, I just don't have the patience for him. And he costs a fair bit of cash as well. I mean, Leno and ter Stegen are probably around the same mark, but I think that this keeper would probably be one of the most neglected young goalkeepers in career mode, because I almost never see anyone buy this guy. And I think he's going to be fantastic because he has the potential to get to 86 or 87 if you let him. So I really want to get him. And yeah, he looks like a really promising young goalkeeper, and I want him. Now, I'm just going to really quickly blow through all these players. And wow, could have picked my words a little bit better then. But still, I want to try to get a center attacking midfielder player, or a player that can play in that role. Wellington Nem is a player that's caught my eye. I'm just going to really quickly get through these, and you can just see for yourself why I'd want him, or just make that assumption for yourself. Wellington Nem's a player I would want in a center attacking midfielder role. Andrea Poli is another player which I'd like to get, because look at those stats. Just a whole bunch of yellow, a great well-rounded player. He grows well. He gets to like 85 and beyond very quickly as well. So I would love to get him to play in a center attacking midfielder role. He can also play in a center defensive midfielder role. These two players here, Klaasie and Strootman, both Dutch center midfielders who can also play in center defensive midfielder roles. I would love to get one of these two players to play alongside, hopefully, Gundogan in a center defensive midfielder role. Again, they can play center mid if I end up moving shit around. And as well as that, we've also got two center backs. I was hoping to get another one as well, because apart from Felipe Santana, I really don't have any other center backs if one of them gets injured. So I want GÖTZE, of course, a good young center back. And I'm also really interested in this player, Aleksandar Dragovic, because I've heard good reports about him and I've never used him before. And I think he does have the potential, because I've seen him grow by about 5 or 6 in an entire career mode. Literally, the second season in, he was already at 80. So I'd be interested in grabbing him as well. And that, my friends, is it, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so it took us a while to get me through the shortlist, but yeah, that'll do. So I'm not going to make any transfers just yet. We're just going to get started on advancing through the season. So let's do it. Okay, we're in the 4th of July. We've had a couple of pop-up notifications, but really, you know, I'm going to be honest. We've got a couple of players on our list, which I'll be honest, they're worth a fair bit of cash, but I don't see myself using them. So I'm about to maybe get the Dortmund faithful a little on edge, just a little bit here. But Sven Bender, ooh, that's a big call. But 11 million, I know I've got a lot of cash, yeah. But, I mean, if we can bring in some great players, 11 million, we could probably sell him for about maybe, I would think, 14 million or 15 million if we get lucky, possibly, if the right club wants him. And he's a young, good centre defensive midfielder. I think we could sell him for about 14 or 15, and that frees up cash for Klaasie or Strootman. And we could pretty much just do a straight swap, even though we've had to go through the process of selling him. So he is going to be transfer listed. And I know I'm going to piss off some people here, but I don't really mind. But anyway, moving on. He is our only, like, secondary striker, so I don't want to touch him just yet. I might sell him after we... No, I'm not going to do that. But anyway, I can't make up my mind. I'm also going to try to add one fella to the transfer list, because I really do want to bring in... what's his face? Leno. So, okay. Grobskreutz, don't even want to try. I hate his name. I can't say it. So I'm going to add him to the transfer list. That seems totally logical. But another player as well, Kel. He's old. Centre defensive midfielders. We've already got tons of them. And, you know, oh, geez. You know, I'm really losing I'm really, really losing a lot of fans today right now. From, don't get mad. I'm only doing it to sell players. I'm not really going to play all too much. And I just get to bring in a little more cash and buy exciting young talent. That's what I want. So, Langerak, Amini, I'm not going to touch any of them, and we've gotten down to the point where if we sold any of these players, it wouldn't make any sense. So, yeah, I'm just going to bang, that's it. They're players which I've got transfer listed, so we'll see if anyone wants them. And as soon as we make a transfer of any of those players, I'll see if I can bring in another player. I'll see if I can make my first transfer. So that was pretty quick. No, not going to do it, unless it's a ridiculous offer. Gundogan. So they're paying $2.5 million more for what he's worth. They think we can get him for 28 million. I'm going to say like 35.5 million, because I do not intend to sell him for cheap. And 35 million, I would be happy to sell him for 35 million. But yeah, fucking 35 million. Imagine that. We could buy a lot of great players. But still, Bender, of course, transfer list, shocker, blah blah blah. But we're just going to keep advancing on. We might be able to go. We're probably going to get hopefully a couple more transfer offers from a few of our clubs. I want a really big club to come and say, just throw me a whole bunch of money at one of my players. So here we go. Wolfsburg, don't believe it's worth that much. I was expecting that. Transfer offers for Hummels. Oh, for God's sakes. They're only going for the players I want to keep. So Matt Hummels, oh, jeez. Manchester United. Okay, so 27.5 million. Just no. I'm not selling Matt Hummels. So I'm going to transfer list him for... no, so I'm going to transfer list him. So 52... Yeah, you know what? Fine. Fuck it. That's more than double what he's worth. If we sold him for that, fine. And I'm not selling Mats Hummels. Okay, I'm just 52.5 million. If they said yes to that, then I'd be happy, but extremely sad at the same time. So, moving on. Advance. Advance. We'll skip to the next one. And that didn't take long at all. Manchester United, 36.5. Well, you know what? I'm gonna reduce it to 50. It's I think that's reasonable. So 50 million now. They're definitely not going to say yes to that. I'm pretty confident 36.5 would probably be their final offer, to be honest. But yeah, moving on. Yet another transfer offer, and it's for a player that I've actually got fucking transfer listed. So anyway, transfer negotiation folder. How much do they want for him? 5 million, which is $500,000 less than what he's actually worth from Spurs. Spurs, really? I mean, you've got the 100-year-old USA keeper, Friedel, and you've also got Lloris, who's probably one of the best goalkeepers in the world. You really need another goalkeeper, but then again, I mean, Friedel is 100, so he's probably going to retire at some point. I would like to get him for at least 7.5 million there. We're probably going to get a re-offer for around about 6.5, and I might consider that, but still, submit offer. I would just like to get something around, like, obviously we take a bit of a pay cut in all of our transfers, so I want to get, like, with the pay cut in mind, about 6 million. So, Federico Loro, international management, Borussia Dortmund. I do not intend to do any international management whatsoever in this career mode. I just want to stick to Dortmund because I think, to be honest, like, international management is kind of meh, not really found its way in. I'm expecting a yes here. We've decided to match it, 3.5 million. You know, and I'm totally cool with that. I probably could have offered 8. 8.5 might have been pushed. Probably is definitely pushing it. So yeah, advancing. And maybe we would have sold a goalkeeper. And in that case, that's immediately we're going for Leno. Manchester United, 36.5. So yeah, it looks like it's not going anywhere. We are rejecting that offer. We're not fucking selling Hummels. Okay, it's just not happening. So advancing through. Player sold. Weidenfeller, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. 6.5 million, even though he's worth 5.5 million. So we've done well there. We've added $1 million extra to his worth and added it to our transfer budget. So team management, I'm assuming that my person would have already put in Langerak. Oh my god, I'm gonna give him games purely because he's an Australian. It just makes sense. It's totally fair. But moving on. It's not biased at all. But moving on. We've got Langerak in the substitution keeper at all, although he won't be there for long and he won't get a game in that spot just yet because we are going straight for Leno. You know, now that I find myself here and seeing how much that they actually want him for, I'm starting to think it probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to have actually tried to trade one fella as well as a little bit of a cash sum for Leno. But then again, at the same time, I'm not really too sure. There was a chance that they may not have been interested or they didn't want to trade such a young and upcoming goalkeeper for such an older goalkeeper, even though he might have been slightly better. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, this will cost a fair bit of cash. But to be honest, 14 million, and let's just immediately add, say, fuck it. I'm just going to go 15 million. I doubt they'll say yes, especially considering what my chief executive is saying. But 15 million, we'll wait for them to hit us back with a re-offer, and we'll see how we go. There we go. That's exactly what I thought. Transfer offer unacceptable. Now we just have to pray and hope that the offer's under 20 million. Oh, fuck off. Oh, this is not happening, is it? Oh, man. Okay. Well, I'm definitely not going to buy this. I'm not fucking buying it for that much money. No, it's not worth it. So, I'm going to set an absolute max here of 20 million. Jesus fuck. Oh, that's a lot of cash, isn't it? Okay, you know what? I mean, 20 million. I'll say 20 million because 15, 23.5, 20 million's a little bit over the middle of those two figures, isn't it? It's about 2/3. I'm not going to work out I'm not going to do the math. It's just rounding it off. But yeah, round about 2/3 in between those two sums. I'm going to say 20 million. That is my max. If they hit me with another 23.5 million, I might hit them with 20. No. It's 20 million the max. If they say no to this, we go looking for another keeper. Disappointing, but we will do it. Oh, and in the meantime, we got another trend. Oh, for fuck's sake. Mario Götze. Oh, wow. So, Manchester City want Mario Götze. That's hardly surprising. He's worth $44.5 million. I'm not selling Mario freaking Götze. Okay? 100 million. Okay, no, we'll get reasonable here. I would only sell him for a little bit more than double. So, 90 million. That's still a shitload. 90 million for Mario Götze. Totally. Maybe he will go for something that one day. Who knows? But still, submit offer. Counter-attack of 90 million. Come on, Man City. It's only like 39 million more than your original offer. You've got that. That's fucking pocket change for you, Man City. We'll have a look at that. Neymar went to Chelsea. And... no! What? Oh, no. What? No. This career mode is ruined, but like, really taken an interesting and exciting turn at the same time. I'm happy and pissed off at the same time. Okay. No, you've accepted a $90 million offer for GÖTZE, and you've just... I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed and I'm happy. I'm mainly annoyed because I can't do it. I can't do a Dortmund career mode without GÖTZE, but at the same time, 90 million is a fuckload of money. So, okay. Transfer offer. Lucas, oh yeah, okay, we'll have a look at it. No, I don't want to fucking sell him either. 14 million? How about 24 million? Okay, bang. That's more than double as well. I'll really only sell a starting 11 player I have no intention of selling. I'll hit them with a re-offer that's more than double what they're worth, and if they accept it, they accept it. Like with GÖTZE. Well, I can't believe we're selling GÖTZE. We weren't... Oh, if we sell GÖTZE, we're not selling any other fucking starting 11 player at all. Okay, RE transfer offer. Jeez, wow. They got really specific there. So, that's a lot of money, actually. Okay, so still, 16,799,999 coins. I don't think they have anything more than that. I'm going to offer, like, 23, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to wait for them to hit me with a re-offer of the exact same sum. And if they do... Oh, for fuck's sake. No, I'm just flat out rejecting it. We're not selling another one of my starting 11 players. No way. We have just been fielding all of the transfer requests so far. We haven't even made any of our own apart from Leno. And have we even heard back from them? I don't think we have. Sven Bender, a player which I'm actually selling. And, oh, Jesus, and he's unhappy. Well, maybe that's got something to do with the fact that I am... selling him probably, but I don't have anything to add regarding this offer. Well, you're a pretty shit chief executive. Okay, he's worth 11 million. I would like to sell him for at least 13 to 14, so I'm going to find the middle of that and 13.5 million. I don't know if they'll accept that. I probably wouldn't think that they would. They might hit me back with a re-offer of 12.5. Might accept that. Maybe 12, maybe 11.5, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to go to my transfer negotiation and see what's up with Leno because we haven't heard back from them. In progress. To transfer offer. Have I even... Yes. Oh, don't tell me I forgot to submit the offer. Derp. I genuinely can't remember if I didn't submit the offer. But still. Submit offer now. 20 million. Now come back at me with something. Okay. So we've officially made it. We sold a player. Oh, you're kidding me. We did not sell GÖTZE. The deal went through. Oh my god. Oh my god! What have I done? Mario GÖTZE. Oh, no. Yes and no. Yes. No. Yes. Okay, that's not funny anymore. From the deal, we've received 76.5 million back in transfers. The actual deal worth 90 million. Oh, my God. I can't believe that went through. I thought, surely that's too big a price tag for that to go through. We fucking sold GÖTZE. Guys, I'm so sorry. But at the same time, oh my god, how much fucking cash do we have? We sold one player. We sold two players. We sold two players. And we already have this much money. It's like we just bought the biggest takeover that you can from the catalog, and we didn't fucking do that. We just sold two players. One of them was fucking GÖTZE. Jesus Christ, what was I thinking? Okay, I'm disappointed and I'm happy at the same time. It's a fucking weird feeling. But we're going to end it for this episode. And I say, because, I mean, I'm the one that's really going to be, I'm the one that's making the transfers. I need to think this over. I need to think, who the fuck am I going to buy with all this money? Leave it in the comment section. So, guys, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. I'm your Game of the Masterbucks. Leave in the comment section below a couple of transfer ideas because we've got some big fucking money now and I want to spend. So, that's it for me. 1, I apologize for selling GÖTZE. 2, hey, look on the bright side. That's a fuckload of money. And that's it for me, guys. I'm your Game of the Masterbucks. Don't forget, like, subscribe. If this video hits 350 likes, or the second it does, I'll upload episode 2. So, peace out. Signing off. Blah, blah, blah. I'm your Game of the Masterbucks. Like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, and I'll catch you next time.